ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Champions League Fantasy Football. In today's video, I am going to be looking at my first draft team for this year's Champions League. Now, a couple of things. The deadline is on the 20th of October, right? I'm going to try my best to post a video just before that. Basically giving you guys my final team. So that is the plan. However, I have done the research, but I feel like I still need to do a little bit more because, throughout the weekend, there's going to be a lot of games and there could be a lot of injuries and so a lot of other issues that we need to deal with. But yeah, I've got to go through my draft and I'm going to go through like some of the strategies that I'm thinking to do for this year's Champions League. Yeah, for those who are new, just to let you guys know that I'm here to the end, meaning I'm going to go through every single match down until the final. And I've been playing this game for 2 years now. Last season I finished around 4,000, the year before 5,000, so hopefully I can get better, get into the 3k. It was quite close last season, but I messed up right at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So subscribe if you're new, if you haven't already, and always drop a like. If we get up to around 100 likes, that'd be incredible. And yeah, before we go into the team, because the team can change considering like what kind of strategy that I'm going to go with. So let's just quickly talk about the strategies before we go into the team. Now, we got two chips, right? We have got the wild card and a limitless. Okay. And after match day 6, we have like unlimited transfers to kind of switch our players around. So what I'm going to be doing this season is I'm going to be attacking the group stages, because there is a lot of like weak teams playing really strong teams that, you know, they can concede a lot of goals to. So we could get a lot of point returns. And when it comes, you know, to the quarterfinals or semi-finals or whatever, it just becomes a little bit more difficult and there's less differentials and everyone has the similar teams. So I want to use those chips in the group stages. However, looking at the strategy, I was thinking to use it in match day 3. So that's what I'm thinking, to use the wildcard around match day 3, but it all depends on the injuries and COVID issues. So I might actually hold it for a little bit more longer. But that's the kind of the plan, is just to look at, you know, match day 3, match day 4. As you can see, same teams are like playing each other again. And the other thing is like the limitless chip, I might use that in match day 6, because last season I made a big mistake where I kept the players that actually went through to the round of 16, and I should have never done that. And I wish I had a whole new team, because there were a lot of teams that were, you know, trying their best to win a game and score a lot of goals, and I need to attack. I need to get those players into my team. So that is the strategy there, because on match day 6, like last season, I had like Lewandowski, you know, that team, Bayern Munich already went through. I didn't really need to have those players in my team that hasn't got nothing to play for. So because there's a lot of rotation that happens. But yeah, that's the kind of idea for the group stages. And like in the round of 16, I think we'll talk about that later on. I think that's too far ahead anyway. But yeah, let's go through the team. So here we go. I have fixed the team up. I have started all the players that is playing on a Tuesday, and I put as much as players as possible on my subs that is playing on a Wednesday. So don't worry, I know what you're thinking. You know, for new players, they'll be like, oh my god, you benching Salah? Yeah, but don't worry. With the substitutes, you can put that in your starting 11 after the Tuesday's game. So anyways, I got Messi. He's back into the team. Now, I did a lot of research and I still need to do a lot more. And looking at this team, the midfield is very, very weak. But looking at the options, the attack and the defenders are the places to go to, I think, to get a lot of points. I'm still thinking of other players that I really want, so I'll go through them in a sec. But I think this team, it is good enough. It just needs a few adjustments here and there. And you may be asking yourself, what are these 4.5 players? Well, these 4.5 players is going to be there to help you. Trust me. With like balls recovered, like a lot of other stuff that you can get to kind of like get more points. So as you can see, like balls recovered, 14 points. Come on, that is quite a lot of points there. And some of them have like different things, like goals outside of the box, penalties earned. Anyways, there's a lot of things to kind of consider, and basically what I'm trying to say is these cheap players that is 4.5 or 4 million will help you. Will definitely help your team out. So don't don't just look at the prices and be like, oh, this is horrible, I'm not buying that, it's not expensive. Trust me, you need those players to help your team around. But anyways, Messi. Now, I don't know if I should go for Messi. I could actually downgrade him and maybe beef up my midfield. I could do that, but this is a fantastic fixture for Barcelona to score a lot of goals in. And Messi is Messi, we know what he can do. Yes, against the Juventus side, it might be a little bit difficult. Maybe I can move him on and then wildcard and bring him back in for game week 3. Match day 3, sorry, not game week 3. Haaland, just an incredible player. Yes, he was so cheap last season. He's so expensive now. But these fixtures for Dortmund, I can see him topping the group here. So yeah, Haaland is a fantastic player. He is on penalties. If you look at the front three, got Messi on penalties, Haaland as well, Lewandowski. Really good fixtures for them. I know that Bayern Munich has got a difficult fixture first against Atletico, but it is Lewandowski. I cannot go without him. I went with this double up of Reina. That is 6.5 million, only 6% owned. A player that is quite cheap to get in more Dortmund players and takes some corners, which definitely going to help out to kind of rank up the points. So a good player to kind of watch out for. I've been looking at some of the highlights. I think he's got around 1 goal and 3 assists so far, which is quite a good kind of return for a 6.5. So we will see. There's still things that I want to change, but I think the front three is pretty much set for Matchday 1. Next up is Dani Olmo, 12% owned, and as you can see, 6 million, 39 points last season, which is not too bad. But I think I might need to remove this player. I'm still looking to upgrade the midfield. And I guess I need a little bit of money. Maybe I have to remove Salah or Messi or something to kind of fix up the midfielders. But I think it should be good to go. But we will see. We have got Charles, I'm not going to pronounce his second name, 3% owned, 4.5 that plays up front, which is fantastic. That kind of will help us to kind of get a higher chance of returning. And these fixtures for club is decent enough for them to get some returns. So I'm definitely going to keep him because of that price. We have got Wilmar, that is 7% owned, sorry, but I couldn't even talk. 45% owned. He plays in this defensive role for Zenit. So that's another player that I'm not 100% certain. So these midfielders, I'm not certain. Now, if we go to the defenders, this is where it becomes a little bit interesting. This is where I might get a lot of points from. Ruben from Atalanta. Their team is really attacking, and I might maybe downgrade Messi for one of their strikers and then use that money to get maybe Fati or something from Barcelona. That kind of might, that might be a good option. I'll go through that in a sec. A really good player here. Pavard, I would like to have Kimmich here, but 6.5. I guess if I remove Messi, I could probably get the money that I need. But Pavard or 5 million is actually really good to get a player that has a high chance to keep a clean sheet. Now, if we move on, as you can see, I've got 2 4 million defenders that will definitely will help me out. So basically, I got a Salzburg defender that is 4 million, and I got a Sevilla defender for 4 million that actually plays. That's fantastic. That will give me a high chance to kind of like get some returns of these teams, because they are really good teams as well. One's more attacking, one's more defensive. And 4 million for a defender that actually plays is a great option to kind of like use the money elsewhere. We've got Mignolet, 3% owned, only 4.5. I would love to get a 4 million goalkeeper, so I'm going to try my best to get one. So I still need to do the research, like I said to you before. Marco here, 2% owned from Atalanta. Maybe it might be too much of a two defenders here in the same team, so I do need to make that a little bit of adjustments. Here is a fantastic player, Felipe here, that is 15% owned, only 4.5 from Atletico, that actually plays. Great chance for him to get us a lot of points, and you know, being around 4.5 is what we want to see. And of course we've got Salah against Ajax. I don't think Ajax is like how they were two years ago, and we've got Lewandowski from like, I mean, this guy is just a machine. He's a goal scoring machine, and he's definitely going to help me out to kind of like get me some captain points. I mean, looking at this team, I think I'm around 80% happy with this team. There's still a few players here, like especially in midfield, that I want to change around. And I think throughout the weekend, I'll be able to figure out what I want to do. You guys let me know how your team is lining up. But yeah, that's about it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I'll do my best to post a video before the deadline, but please follow me on Twitter, because that's where I will upload my final team no matter what. And that is about it. Let's do the research. Let's find out all of these players again. Let's see if they're playing. Let's see if they're not injured and stuff like that. Then we'll create like a final team video. All right. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and drop a like on the video, because it helps me a lot. And I'm going to be creating like videos for this campaign for the Champions League Fantasy Football throughout. So it will definitely help a lot of people out. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.